Hey folks, we're live. Did you know that? We've been kicking and chatting away here. And you know what? If you're looking from the outside in, come on and join us. pbex.ca. So pbex.ca is the website. Just scroll down. I'm going to show you in a second what that looks like. But there's a little red button. You click the red button, and it's the easy button. You come on into the meeting. It's a good place to get acquainted with folks, find out what we have to offer, meet Tony. And Tony can upsell the membership piece. Or you know what? Maybe I can help you with that spot. You know what? Just come on in, and there are benefits. It's not just a matter of, take the money and run. It's a matter of community support and engagement and helping you get more business. It's like your marketing money, right? So let me take you down the down a little rabbit hole here of the website, pbex.ca, so you can understand what I'm talking about and just don't hear me yammering away. So first off, you'll see right at the top of the screen, member of the week, Sam Storrs. So what we have going on here is a couple of things. We're highlighting Sam, which is good. Super guy. Saves you boatloads of cash if you're getting your brakes done on your car, doing a tire swap, from all seasons to winter, and then soon, shortly enough, hopefully, knock on wood, winter back to all seasons. Sam's e-card, that's his contact details. You want to hear Sam talk about what he does? Click that. You'll have a little video, and that's the power of the marketing. Now, little easy red button I was talking about earlier. Bell's Corners, 8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. That's every Monday. Hey, today's Wednesday. Go figure. 8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. Just click this. The Zoom will bring you here. All right. And then we have a Thursday morning session, which is the South End group. And there's a Thursday afternoon between 1 and 2. And then there's an after hours group. And what's behind that is to help you stay on target with your goals, motivated with your goals. And that's run by Penny Lee, that particular group. All members from Phoenix are welcome to join. Canada Growth Network, that's every Monday at 1 p.m. Free to come on in. We have different guest speakers, and I'll highlight who's up and coming for these events. East Trade Winds. This week we had a lady, One Stone Creative, and she did a presentation about a new way to leverage your podcast and get more mileage in that. The week before we had someone that does reads the person's face, and it's not a matter of going, oh, I see things, as opposed to you're paying attention to what the person's face is doing and how they're talking. It's everything in context. But that's just an example of some of the people that show up there. Free to attend. Facebook Live meditation. Now, if you need to have that Zen moment happen, you need to have that chill part, come on in. That's where you just kind of, Tony does a meditation session. You're off. If you're tired, you sleep. If you just need just a quiet moment, he'll bring you into that zone of happiness. Meanwhile, Penny Lee's got dancing and movement, which is medicine with Nia. That's a class. It's all about physical movement. It's in person and online. East End at Hive. We are doing an in-person meeting next week, next Wednesday, January 21st, 7:30. You can join in on Zoom or in person. 1745 Courtwood is the address, and it's just south of the Queensway at Maryville, or Maitland, I should say, south of the Maitland exit by one intersection south, and then over, and then just Courtwood is the kind of it's a crescent. So, just come on in. South End Group, they're the next week are meeting in person at River Lounge on the 29th at 7:30 a.m. And again, Zoom and in person. QR directory for all members. You hear someone talking today, you go, oh, geez, I want some of that. I want to know what's going on. Click that. Now, if I swing you over to the right side, here's another benefit of being a member of Phoenix. E-cards. What's that all about? Well, an e-card is a business card, and in fact, I was at an event last night that Helen Snell was hosting, and we were out in Perth, and I'm talking to people, and I had a QR code on a piece of paper and my card. So you can take the QR code, you can print it on things, people can help you find it, or Tony can help you get it set up, and you can save it in your background. If you look over my shoulder, you see one of those. Same thing. It's a quick way of sharing your information and your preferred method. And in fact, this e-card also carries information about you, your business, what you want to promote. Next number above is 4.9 million plus, and that's the amount of business done between members, just the members, not, hi, Jacqueline, I know somebody is looking for a mortgage. This is about somebody, I can say if I was looking for a mortgage and then Jacqueline says, oh, by the way, And that's why that money gets wrapped in there. That's just between the membership, and that's since 2016. Now, you see the 48 clients and the $500, that's year to date. That's from January on, right? That's where we're at. That's where we're tracking. So these cards 48 times have been hit and clicked, right? I think that count's gone up, at least what was happening from last night. For me, that should be nudging up. But if you go to enough different meetings, that's a good way to share your contact details, and it helps the count, and it just demonstrates the effectiveness of working in a collaborative space. Over $500 in referrals, and it's just, again, back between members. I'm going to stop share, and now we're going to go to the next important part. Mike Wazowski, he's going to share some educational wisdom. Over to you, Mike.
Great. Thank you, Bernie. Good morning, everybody. So, hey, Phoenix members, there comes a moment in every person's life when they look in the mirror and realize they've been drifting, not growing, not building, just existing. Days blurs into weeks, months disappear into years, and suddenly they are haunted by the crushing weight of wasted time. We fear trivial daily inconveniences, a difficult conversation, a challenging workout, also the discomfort of learning something new. Yet we act as if we have infinite tomorrows to pursue our deepest dreams and highest aspirations. We micromanage minor anxieties while macro procrastinating on the very things that could transform our existence. Time doesn't get stolen from us. It doesn't get snatched away by external forces. It gets willingly surrendered by our choice until we wake up one day wondering where our lives went. And this concept is called human delay. Most people don't live. They merely postpone living. They exist in a perpetual state of preparation, always getting ready to get ready, forever on the verge of something new. It's not laziness that destroys most people's potential. It is delay, the seductive whisper that says, tomorrow we'll get serious about your health. Tomorrow we'll start that business idea. Tomorrow we'll have that difficult conversation. Tomorrow you'll be beginning investing in your future. But tomorrow is the most dangerous word you can use in 2026 because it promises everything while delivering nothing. The pattern of delay is why so many people die with what Oliver Wendell Holmes called their music still in them. Their unexpressed potential, their unwritten books, their unbuilt business, their unlived dreams. The key? Build your life with systematic intention rather than hoping for spontaneous transformation. Look around you. Today, most people have stopped growing spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially. They've unconsciously settled into a pattern of comfortable stagnation. If a fire burns within you, it's time to stop negotiating with your own potential in 2026 and start building the life that you know you're capable of living today. So remember, there's no such thing as tomorrow, only now. And a quote that I have here to end is, the tragedy of life is not that it ends so soon, but that we wait so long to begin it. Thank you.
It helps if I unmute myself, right? Peter says, you can keep talking, but no one's hearing you, bud. So our LinkedIn live post, that is it in the chat. Put some details in there. Share your information, share your links, share a story. And now we're doing a round robin of, hey, what up? What's going on in your space? What BAMs have you had, etc. And I'm going to little fickle finger of fate. I'm going to, since Mike just finished talking, we can't pick on Mike twice in a row. So we will pick on Susan Ebbs. And then we'll go to Tony, and then we'll go visit Jacqueline. Susan, what's happening?
Good morning, one and all. It is a new year. I feel like Christmas just flew by. Hope everybody had a great time and got together with family and friends and had an opportunity to celebrate the season. I'm with a company called melaleuca.com, and we help you to stay clean. Your body needs to stay clean. And also because it's winter time, everything dries out. So Melaleuca's product, it's called Affinia Body Wash, and it's made with apples, blossoms, and lily. Can you imagine putting that on your body? There's a shower gel, and then there's also the moisturizer. So we like to help you look and feel good, stay clean, keep your home clean with non-toxic cleaning products. Susan Ebbs, melaleuca.com. And no BAMs, but I have ongoing business with Wendy Chung when she comes back from Costa Rica and Penny Lee Prevost. Thank you.
Susan, that's perfect. Quick nudge here. We're looking for somebody who runs a car wash facility. Go figure all these warmer spells. Everybody, and it's great to get a car wash, and then we get the wax on there because all of a sudden the snow just glides off. God, I love that. Um, anyhow, we're gonna swing. Who did I say? Was it Mike or Tony next? Was it Mike?
Well, I don't think so, but I can.
Oh, Mike, don't be bashful now.
Okay. All right. Hi, good morning, everybody. Mike's standing in for Sam Storrs. His company's called Connected Car CA. Sam, in the month of January, is down in New Zealand with his wife, and I'm not sure if there's others, families or friends that he's tripping around seeing that beautiful country. And we all know Sam specializes in dash camera installations, a great device that can provide unbiased proof of who is responsible for an accident, whether your car is running or not. And I remember when I owned the collision shop, and I used this as an example at the other Bell's Corners meeting, where let's say you're driving down the road and a deer runs out in front of you, a Bambi. You don't want to hit it, so you swerve, you miss it, you go into the ditch, and you hit a post, or you hit some rocks, or you hit some may cause some damage. You call your insurance company and you go, "I swerved to miss a deer." Yeah, what proof do you have? Now, if you had a dash camera, it would be right there, and boom, your claim would be processed. If you did not have a dash cam, your claim could be in jeopardy. So dash cams have proven themselves to be quite instrumental as far as giving a great evidence of an incident that happens. And also, as we all know, a connected car also provides minor repairs like brake jobs, oil changes, and just on the brake jobs, stupid expensive to get brakes done nowadays on any modern car. The I would suggest, if you get an estimate, the problem is we don't mind paying. It's just we want to know that what we pay for, we're going to get. So get an estimate and for your brakes. And when you wake up because you fainted from the price, uh, ask Sam to have a look. Give him a few bucks to inspect your brakes. He's a specialist in it, and he'll tell you exactly what you need. And he'll tell you that the estimate that you got is bang on, or it's way too high, which could save you thousands of dollars, and he can do the job, hundreds of dollars, sorry, and he can do the job too. So, I mean, that's pretty cool for a few dollars investment. Plus, it gives Sam a referral. So, like I said, he's gone on vacation. So, the month after, he's looking for brake inspections, dash cam installations. Call Sam at 613-406-9731 Connected Cars. And Mike here with We Care Focus. We talked about We Care Focus many times. Distracted driving program that primarily geared for new drivers, teach them and educate them on the financial ramifications if they don't focus at the task at hand, or the emotional consequences causing a death or an injury to a friend or a loved one, which creates a lot of guilt. There's a lot of stories this past Christmas season of individuals that were doing stunts and what have you, and it didn't go well for passengers in their car. We can only imagine what the rest of that driver's life is going to be like, thinking because of their stupidity and being undisciplined by driving and not focused, this happened. I've seen it in 14 years on the Eastern Ontario Collision, sorry, 11 years on the Eastern Ontario Collision Sounding Board. Not good stories. This guilt turns into, well, as you know, in some cases, some of the people, they turn into spokespeople, and they talk about the incident that they had and try to teach others. And some basically swing from the rafters or throw themselves in front of a train, because you know what, they just can't take it anymore, the guilt of what they caused, all because they weren't focused at the task at hand. So always remember, you know what, when you're driving, I mean, it's with all the noise that's out there nowadays and the news and what have you, and everything going on in your life, especially in 2026, focus at the task at hand. That means actually being present and aware why you're driving and hurtling down the road at 2 tons of metal on 4 little pieces of rubber that will increase your chances of not causing an at-fault accident. We care focus. Safe journey to you and yours.
Mike, yeah, thank you so much. Already pushed out the who's speaking next Monday at the Power Hour, and that is Vanessa Burns, and she helps people write grants. She's based out of the East Coast. Meanwhile, on the 21st, Carl has a podcast segment, a mastermind that's up and running, a Podcast Alliance quarterly meeting, 47 Canadian, 11 to 1, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, January 21st. I'm going to swing over to Jacqueline and then go to Tony. And oh, you know what? One more quick promo. What the heck, because just because we can. Sorry, Jacqueline. Also, if you have any content you want to share through the social media of Phoenix, let Kat know. Send her the photos, send her the updates. What's going on out there. She can help promote and market your activities, whether it's an event that's happened, an event that's to happen, you launch a new book, podcast, any of that good stuff. Jacqueline, over to you, ma'am.
So I know when Mike was talking, everyone walked out the door thinking, I need to take a long, deep breath. I need to lift my shoulders, take them back, and release them down. I know we didn't see you walk out the door, but we know you took that breath because what he was talking about was so important. Being aware of where you're at and who you're impacting. Cars and mortgages, are they the same? They create issues for people. I can tell you, I coach for clarity, not correction. Clarity, not correction. Keep your eyes on your fries. And because both people don't need fixing. They just need space to reconnect with their inner wisdom when you're behind the wheel or looking at your budget. Let me help you stretch your savings and align yourself with wealth. Mortgage money can help do that. And consider yoga for your personal finances. As we take that breath, lift our shoulders with snow thoughts in mind and mortgages and yoga strategies, you want to contact your mortgage honey.
Any BAMs or referrals in the last bit?
Well, let's see. I'm at the event February 10th. And I haven't had any BAMs this week. Certainly next week is coming up.
Well, excellent, excellent.
Thank
So
you.
I'm going to post some more details in here. You know what? If you want to know what Mike does for Sam, Mike can do that for you. It's all about sharing information and having someone to stand in and do that quick presentation. So if you can't make a session, reach out to Mike. If the schedules align, you are cooking. And next quick promo is East Trade Winds. And next week it is Paul Kirsch. He's spoken once before at East Trade Winds. Salience is what he does. He is out of the U.S. Super nice guy. He also has his own networking space. Good speaker. And we're going to swing over to Tony. Over to you, sir.
Okay, Bernie, thank you very much. Okay, just before I get into my segment, just a couple of things on Phoenix that I just want to mention. We are looking for, on top of what Bernie has already highlighted, we're looking for a meat distributor, somebody who can sort of take over what Dave was doing. He really built up a very admirable category there. So if you know somebody, we could use a meat guy and we could use a general contractor. That's a big one that we could get one or two over the holidays where they were asking for something big right after New Year's. And keep in mind that if you're bringing in a visitor, Phoenix is still offering a $25 gift certificate for gas or food. Either it's going to be Petro-Canada or something, but they don't have to join, but bring a visitor in, and then they will do it. If we get a meat distributor, we will pay $100 to you by e-transfer. So that might be hopefully a incentive that we could do. Also, we have a new service that Phoenix has on top of the e-cards and all the other things that we do. And Bernie goes on and on about all the connections we're going to get with this new @Hive that we're doing next week. Bernie's been exhausted to be able to try and get us some more connections in a different venue. And the @Hive, there's a load of businesses there, and so we're doing that for next week. But on top of that, we're looking at our QR codes. Now, if you have a QR code very similar to the one that's behind me, we could turn this into this. We could make it round. We can have it in about 14 or 15 colors. And right in the middle, we could put your logo in there, customize it, and that doesn't cost anything for Phoenix members. So these are great for coasters. If you want to put it on a T-shirt or something, or in the back, it's something a little more streamlined than the square, and it's wonderful. I have all kinds of them. The things that I use it for when I go to different types of events, whether it's a trade show or something, I could make it into a full page. So while you're talking to a client, you could have this posted, and it's a large one that people can scan on their phone, and basically they could have that. It's good for an office, good for a car. You throw this on your back windshield, and people can scan it if they want to know whatever it is that you do. Okay, so anyway, this service is free. We've signed up with Flow Code, and there's a lot of openings there, so we figured we would give that benefits to our members. So if something like that is you're looking for, let us know. We can make you a couple. And again, there's no extra cost. It's just that it's another way for us to help make you look more professional. Okay. So who am I? Tony Jennis from Higher Self. I'm the spirit guy of the group. I do readings. The latest ones I've been doing are the ones regarding investment. When people start off in the year, they want to be able to look at their financial portfolio and then start investing. However, what I would probably get is if you're going to do any investment, try and call me first. That would be good. 2 or 3 had called yesterday. They'd already made the investment and just hoping that I would say that it was fine. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, all of them, basically, I would have told them to hold off because they were different things. But yeah. So if you are looking for different directions in your investments or in your business, you want to move out, and then on top of that, once you've made the commitment that you're going to go expand your business, get a hold of Kat, get a hold of Bernie, get a hold of other people to help you on that trip. But if you're making life decisions, try and see what Spirit has to say about it. It's an energy. It's simple as that, and it's something that's going to be great for you. For 2026, the main theme, especially in January, is to slow down. Slow down. Not only slow down when you're driving and what Mike was saying and all of that, but we tend to be way too stressful for things. We work too hard. When people are going through some really tough times, we look at that as normal. It's not normal in my world. When I see about 2 or 3, usually 3, I look for 3 signs that are going in the declining area, then I already know there's an energy enveloped in that. It isn't normal. It's what we've been told is normal. And when we talk to other people that have it, we get the confirmation that, yep, a decline, just like Mike was saying in his education, a decline is normal. When you get old, it's normal to have all these aches and things going on with your body. There are people that are over 100 years old and they're perfectly healthy. So it's not just age that does it. There's other things at play, diet and mindset and the things that you do. All right. So if you're looking at that kind of thing, let us know. Okay, we've got some very exciting plans for this year, And already we have the January 14th, and I've already passed my sales from last year's January. I still have another half a month to go because this to me is normal. That to me is normal. And then it happens. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, I'd be happy to share it with you. Did some business with Josh. He's working on some higher self website services. Ongoing business with Eric, our accountant. Susan McGarry placed an order with her. Got an order with Rahel and Penny Lee. Went to Bernie's East Tradewinds site. Thank you, Bernie, for doing that. That's great. And Kat, ongoing business with her and associations and stuff. So, Kat, thank you so much. You're a godsend. Really are. Thank you. Back to you, Bernie.
Thank you so much. My contact details are in the chat. East Trade Winds, what you know about. Canada Growth is also part of it. And in fact, if you're another benefit, if you're a Phoenix member, you get the Go High Level piece for $39 with a $1 month lead in as part of your membership. So just, hey, and if you don't know what that is or you don't know what a CRM is, reach out to me. I'll be more than glad to walk you through it. But it's a benefit of being a part of the Phoenix space. And I'm going to stop there because you know what? The next person's going to be talking is Kat. Kat, if you're ready, I'm swinging the mic over to you, ma'am.
Okay, so hi everybody. Apologies, my voice is not the best, so I'm hoping I'm understood, and if I'm not, please do stop me. So, what do? I'm a marketing strategist. What does that mean? That means I do anything and everything from strategy to social media content, anything that runs through the marketing arena, shall we say. So, one thing that has been very common in the last couple of weeks when I've been speaking to people is there was a lot of stuff in their business that didn't help them last year. Now, there's reasons for that. For some people, they didn't promote things because they forgot they did it, or they didn't know how to do something. They didn't really put any effort into it. For other people, they didn't target it. They didn't put it in the right place. It just needs kicked up a gear, or it's something that people just don't want. So I've spent a lot of time talking to people to basically reset their business. So the first advice I'm going to give you is, I know this sounds negative to look backwards, but trust me, it's positive. I need you to look back over your 2025 business and find out what went well for you and what didn't go well. So obviously anything that went well, it could be sales, it could be a particular campaign, it could be a particular product or service. We obviously want to do more of that in our business. Anything that didn't go well is where it needs analysis. You need to work out why didn't it work. Is it something that's worth pursuing? Is it something that is actually going to make you any money? Because a lot of the time, and you've probably come across business owners that have done this as well, there's tiny things they've done in their business that they've put so much time and effort into, and you look at the return on sales and it's like they made $1 for running a product or selling a service, and it just doesn't work. So once you've got that, that will allow you to create a new plan for 2026. You can't do what you did last year because times have changed. People have changed. Social media has changed. Marketing has changed. Everything has changed. So what you need to do is come up with a brand new plan for this year. So the other thing I would do is, once you've looked at last year, is create a list of everything you do in your business. So if you look at Tony, right? Tony does millions of little things. If you ask Tony how much of that he actually pushes out, It's not as much as the office. So what we need to do is look at things like that and go, okay, how much of this do we want to push out? How much requires focus and attention that becomes what we want to promote this month, this quarter, this year, and build on that. And I know Tony's done this, so I'm going to switch to Jacqueline, and I hope she doesn't go mad. So Jacqueline's, she's got form for not doing this, so I'm hoping for this year she's learned. Jacqueline does workshops, so for planning workshops, coming up with what workshops do I want to run, when do I want to run them, who do I want to go to these workshops, what is my content of the workshop, so do I need to create new workbooks, do I need to buy, I don't know, a product or a promotional thing that goes with my workshop, do I need to hire a venue, do I need to have a paid Zoom license that I've never needed before? And then start looking at how do I market that? So once you know exactly what you're doing, you're looking at a minimum of 6 weeks to push that out. So it's how do you market to get all these people attending your events within 6 weeks? So that's not just, I'm going to put a post on social. It's Eventbrite, Humanitics, Meetup, putting it on websites, putting it on your social, flyers, emails, millions of different ways of doing this. So why am I telling you stuff that you probably already know? Because this is a new year. It's a new you. It's a new start for your business. And it's what we need. We need to kind of shed off all the crap from last year. And as Tony's going, talking earlier about slowing down, take the time, slow down, analyze stuff, work out what you want to do. You've got the rest of the year to push it, to make those targets. So whether they're sales targets, whether they're, oh my gosh, I ran a workshop and I finally got 10 people in it. It doesn't matter what that goal is, but we need to work on achieving things, being successful, not hiding. And I think a lot of us tend to hide. We go, oh, I'm doing this. I'm just going to put it in my Facebook page. Great. How does anybody else know about that? How are you going to make those millions of dollars? How are you going to get that book contract that you much need? How are you going to get the really high ticket prices? You're not, because you're hiding. This year, and I'm happy to sit and work with you or any of your connections on this. This year, we are not hiding. And I say that not because I'm trying to force you to do it, but I'm also trying to convince myself, because I do that all the time. This year is not. This year is a positive year. We're going to achieve success in preferably everything we do, but at least a majority of what we do. But a marketing plan is what we need. Change up your social media strategy. Change up your email campaigns. Maybe get an email campaign. Redo your website. Put flyers out, ads in online forums, magazines, whatever it is. Just tell people what you do. And I'm just going to shut up now, Bernie, because I don't know where I am with time.
You're good. Yeah, you got a couple more minutes if you want to cap off on any highlights.
I think that the highlight has to be that this business, you didn't set it up for you. I mean, you might have been bored and decided you wanted to pay your bills and you'd set it up. But deep down, we're all people, if that makes sense. We're all caring about the people that we're serving. So whatever you do, don't just think, oh, I'll do it later. Like Mike's gone. Tomorrow is now banned. The audience is at the heart of what we do. We do it now. We do it today. And we ask for help as and when we need it. That and we're just going to kick butt this year. Bernie, that's it.
Okay, so remember, your cheeks need a good nudging, and Kat's saying get it nudged. All kidding aside, really good points. Kat, is there kind of a rule of thumb which medium to push content out on? LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook? I know it's where your clients sit, but is there, if you're hosting an event, is one better than the other?
Yes and no. So it's also down to what you do. So for example, I'm going to go back to Jacqueline. So Jacqueline sells to individual people, as does Susan. So for them running an event, LinkedIn's not the space. Whereas people like yourself, Bernie, and Tony, you're doing some stuff with businesses. So if you're selling to a business, LinkedIn's a good space. So it depends not just where your audience at, but who you're selling to, what it is you're selling. There isn't like a blanket answer. But if somebody came and said, hey, I want to do this, I could tell you where to put it, but I can't tell you a generic, everybody puts it there.
Okay.
Apart from, the likes of Eventbrite, Meetup, Humanitics, places like that, because they're all kind of general, but in terms of social media, not specifically.
Fair enough. Does anybody else have a question for Kat? Where to get a purple panda? Whatever comes to mind. Get a kilt in Scotland, from Scotland, I should say. Okay, I'm taking from that kind of the. Again, reach out to Kat. She pays attention to detail. Um, Marketing campaigns, if that ties back to CRMs, and if you have one, leverage it. If you don't have one, that's the go high level piece. And then again, that kind of circles back to becoming a Phoenix member and then leveraging that particular space. There's a host of opportunities, and that's just one of them. Just email campaigns. It's also posting, because Kat does that for several clients. She'll post social media, she'll track it, and then there's also a feedback loop that the CRM picks up, going, "Hey, someone said something on your Facebook or Instagram, whatever the case might be." It'll come back into your nest, so to speak, of information, so you stay aware.
That
I'm
should
going to
probably
stop.
be the thing though, Bernie. For this year, I think everybody's best friend should be Bernie's CRM. Because it really is like your guiding light. It does anything and everything. And it's the easiest way of tracking everything in your business.
And, even has a module, you can set up a community. So if you have let's say people sitting back in their chair, deep breath in, shoulders back, or shoulders back, deep breath in, whichever order works best, but if you're having a community like that, or you're having a cleaning community, or you're having a folks for focusing on their driving, right? And you're going to have a community built into that. It's just one of the other added features. Doesn't mean you have to turn it on, but you can play with it. And I'm going to stop there because I'm eating up oxygen, and I mean I can, but I'm going to close with a quote for the day. There's nothing called failure. It is only the experience that you gain. If you're having awkward moments, that's an experience. It just helps you improve. And again, another reason to join Phoenix. So if you're perfecting your elevator pitch and speech, this will do it. 30 seconds. It's always important to keep it 30 seconds, not 2 days later, because then unless of course you're really good at it. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm done. Over to you, Tony.
I just want to say thanks, Kat. That was very
Yeah.
motivating. And we'll try not to watch. We'll try not to hide that. Have a
Yeah,
great
you don't want to
weekend.
be the best kept secret,
Yeah. Take care.
All right.
Great.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Pat. Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Have a good day. Yeah, Bernie, we're